right, welcome in. What is up, everybody? This is Inside Arkansas Live, as we are live from the LEROY on Dixon Street, hanging out once again, usually on a Thursday. But this time it's a Tuesday for Thanksgiving weekend. John Neighbors, Andrew Ellis, Curtis Wilkerson, and about to get in on the official EA Sports simulation. College football, the Hogs, and the Tigers, and the Battle Line Rivalry, guys. Feels good to have this game where, I feel like for the first time, it actually is a different feel going into it. Like, Missouri's actually decent. Arkansas is not great, but decent enough to win.
Yeah, they fit the decent category here.
Yeah, so we got a little action here.
Their coach is an asshole.
Yes,
so
he
it
is.
gets everybody maybe a little bit fired up when they wouldn't be normally.
That's right. But hey, listen, this is going to be a great game and a great matchup. I'm hoping it should be. I don't know if it actually will be or not. But we did our best with the rosters again this time around. We don't know how it's going to go, but. Arkansas, we guessed at it of who's going to be healthy, who's not going to be healthy. We'll see how it goes and how it plays out. So we can go ahead and set it up. I forgot to do this part of it, too, before we even got started, so we'll just have to go through it all. We want to set up where it snows, though, right? We did agree on that?
Yeah, it's definitely snowing.
Okay.
They said there's a chance, which means there's a 100% chance it's snowing in this one.
Okay. So we'll do the quarter length here, 12 minutes. And the game is at 2:30. 3:30 is good enough. And snow.
There you go.
So
yeah, 34 degrees and a 45% chance of snow.
Heck
It's
yes.
going to be wild, man.
You round that up, that's 50. You round that up, that's 100.
That's right.
Snowing.
Yeah. Do we want the big game team or the broadcast team? Just the broadcast team?
Just the broadcast
Yeah,
team.
we'll do that.
Take David Pollock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no actual deal with the Battle Line Rivalry. It's just called a rivalry, folks. Maybe they couldn't get it licensed here on the game. But let's go ahead and get into it and see how this goes.
Did y'all know that David Pollock has the same nutritionist as Travis Swanson?
I was not aware of that. That's a
I
real
don't know
thing?
if that's real, but, I mean, they both had drastic weight loss after their playing days ended.
Is that what Missouri does? Do they bang a drum?
Big Mo?
Is that a thing?
Dude, he looks sick there in the snow.
Does look kind of cool. Does Arkansas still have the drum?
No, I think they gave
Hey,
that
bud.
one up.
Good.
Yeah, that one was dumb. They should have never brought that out.
No, I agree.
Like, no offense, but if there's a place that does everything wrong, it seems to be the marketing of
This is about
Arkansas.
to be electric. I can't.
If this actually becomes a snow game in real life, it would be pretty cool.
The
But I
icy
can't
lights.
imagine Talon Green in a snow game.
Oh, yo.
A crisp 46%, bro.
Dude.
It's not going to be.
Yeah, the mental gymnastics that everyone's going to take, myself included, be like, oh, will the snow help Arkansas, or will it impact them in a negative way?
Yeah, man.
There's drink, and it looks terrible there. But okay, so Missouri taking the ball first here. And, boy, yeah, their field conditions do not look good.
That looks not fun to play in.
No.
Like, it looks fun to watch. Not
Hey,
fun to play
John
in.
Neighbors, shut up or I'm going to score.
That's going to be awesome when we get that.
Yeah. Yeah. And because, folks, we're going to talk more about it, I'm sure, tomorrow on Inside Arkansas Live. But Eli Drinkwitz called Talon Green.
God, dude.
Like, not even anywhere close. He's like, I may mispronounce. Well,
Nice
there's
one.
a
Good
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you go to Missouri there, tied in you.
I hate that everything he does is just premeditated and fake and unauthentic and cringy. But he does the, I might mispronounce his name and then mispronounce his name as if it's a difficult name to pronounce.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to say that it was racially motivated.
Jeez. Yeah,
If it were like an African name, if we could really get something like if it was something different than Talon, which is not a cool name at all. But if it was Adu Thero and he was like mispronouncing that, we could really get some. We could definitely get some cancel culture on.
Normally, if you say something like that, I give you a little whoa, whoa, whoa.
But that
not
one,
with
no, like,
dude.
look at that.
Eric Gregory with a huge stop.
Yeah. We got Eric Gregory.
Are they
of
going
old.
here? Are they on 25?
Offense at work.
Quiet offense at work.
What a terrible, terrible stadium. They have rocks. That's what their big thing is. They have a bunch of rocks.
Packed house, though. You got to give it to them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it should be.
Hogs are signaling in the eyeball emoji on one of those boards.
On the special teams play. Dang it, Scott. All right, so good start for the Razorback defense. See, Washington's already coming in, so we failed at that one. Ty Washington, that is. So, all right, well, Hogs in decent field position here to start. Stadium pulse is rocking.
Talon Green takes the snap.
Yeah, takes a snap. and gets nothing.
One?
So,
Hey,
yeah.
all right.
Good start.
He really could not figure out how to get around that block. He had him in a pretzel.
John, do you think if you and Eli Drinkwitz were playing this game against each other, you'd beat him?
I think so.
You think he'd quit?
No, I think he would start.
One of those guys?
He'd be one of those guys that'd be like trying to pause the game on accident to make it like kind of throw you off your game, like one of those types. Or he would just be like lying about the times where he was, as a kid, he'd play his brothers in Madden, he'd beat them every time, and even though he didn't. But no, I like my chances in this. And, I haven't played this game. I played it quite a bit when it first came out. I don't think I've played it this football season once.
Yeah, it's my usage has gone way, way, way down.
It was exactly what I thought it was.
The holiday season and bowl season, though.
Oh, geez. Yeah, just run Taylor. There you go. There you
Okay.
go. Get your.
Oh,
dude.
hey, whoa.
They gave him the first.
Oh yeah, he was back.
Really? I thought he was short. All right, I'll take it. We'll take it right here.
I think that midfield line looked like
Oh,
there was
okay.
the first
Gotcha.
down line was a little bit because I think they had to get to the 45.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's what it was. That's what it was. Too many.
See, that's not. So, yeah.
Gotcha. That's weak.
I was gonna say,
wow.
yeah, he definitely didn't get
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not a play that you want to see
No.
on a good start here. All right. Love how Nick's like, Curtis, I told you a big-time commitment was coming for the Hogs.
Oh, yeah, the kicker.
The
Yeah,
five-star
you're
kicker.
right.
Yeah.
You're right, man. My bad.
The 5-star kicker, man.
That's pretty good.
They flipped him, right? Flipped him from
Iowa.
Yeah, that's big time.
Yep.
That's hilarious,
Especially after
man.
you just got your kicker flipped.
Yeah.
When one flips your kicker, you got to flip another kicker.
That's right. That's the rules. Them the rules
Scott
there.
Fountain, kicker flipper.
Times
Times 2.
Big bounce back after a rough day at the office Saturday.
Yeah.
Who is
Well,
that?
hey.
Who is that over there? Is that the Auburn
I was trying to
Houston
figure
game?
out.
Looks
Or
like
the
if-
Alabama? I mean,
You're the only one with a chance to see what game that is.
That's it.
fair.
I'm looking through. I'm looking through the jungle right over here with the grass that's over there. Okay, so third
Screen
and 8 screen.
game.
Okay, beautifully
beautiful.
done.
Coot
Beautifully
out
done.
there blocking.
Yeah, but Quinn outran him. So
I see Eric Gregory over there was supporting his boys on the sideline.
Gil says, I want to donate $10 million of Curtis Wilkerson money to the NIL.
Gilbert, you always think I make more money than I do, man. I'm telling you this right now. I'm not giving those suckers a dime of my money.
No, not at the rate they're going.
Can I tell you guys? It's been a while since I've gone to a game and sat
I'll take
anywhere
there you go.
near the sideline football for Arkansas at least. It's really fascinating just sitting there and watching everybody on the sideline, just people watching.
Yeah.
Seeing which guys are hanging out with each other, which guys are doing
The
whatever.
cliques of the group.
Who was it? Oh, it was Chaffrey Brown. And I was just seeing him kick it with Sam Dubwig, the punter.
I don't even know who that
Was
is.
he dressed?
No,
Joffrey?
he was not dressed.
Okay.
He was in
Sam
sweatpants.
Dubwig.
And I was just like, I wonder what Chaffrey Brown, like, if he had a fun year. Because he was just hurt the whole year.
He's going to be a leading
It's like-
receiver next year.
Yeah, and it's like, I wonder, like, what if he's just like, God, this sucks. You know, I'm here watching Arkansas play Louisiana Tech. I haven't gotten to play all year. I'm hitting here hanging out with
The
Sam
backup
Dubwig.
punter,
Yeah. I was like, it is just, it really, I sat there, I found myself just watching everyone on the sideline, seeing who was talking to who.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's fun.
That was, that was one of the things I was thinking about. Like, the fact that Devin Bale's so good makes me, because I remember being a little worried about Max Fletcher transferring out. It seemed like that was the right move.
Yeah.
It was the right move.
Now, Fletcher, is he like, he's redshirting?
Is he?
Did
At
I
Cincinnati?
make that? I think
is.
because his brother's
Yeah.
the kicker. I mean, the punter.
Yeah, that, I guess
And so I think, like, and I think it's his brother's. I could be wrong. but I
Imagine
think it's his
being a
last year.
punter transferring. Wow, okay, the screen game's working pretty good. Imagine being a punter that transfers and you have to redshirt wherever you go. I guess
mean,
if that's what you wanted. Yeah.
If you're, I mean, other than take your brother's job, I guess that's his
Yeah.
other option.
Or he could have just not gone to Cincinnati where his brother's at. But
But I think he knew his brother. I don't think he got duped. Like it was.
He
I
showed
think
up
he-
and was like, really?
I think he probably. I think they were probably like, hey, we're in America and we're both miserable. Let's just
they
leave
should
it go.
have. It's too bad Xavier doesn't have a good football team or a football team at all. They could have lived in the same city.
Yeah, and then really hated each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have been in on the Fanta beef together.
That's right. Fanta beef.
You will not salvage the car.
All I care about is my wife and her groceries.
Did I take the trash out on
Yeah,
time?
like, that was it. You should have
that's-
handed that one
That's
off.
a Talon special.
Dude, it was actually insane how many times Talon made the wrong read against Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
On like anything, whether it was RPO, whether it was keep it or whatever, it actually was kind of jarring.
Yeah. This is
probably 6 or 7.
This is a big third down here. Arkansas is going to have to get.
That was messed up.
Yeah. So we got three wide. We'll tight end. Luke has right open, but he's going to be.
Oh my God!
You got to go for it.
Injury timeout.
And he's
no.
hurt.
He looks fine to me.
I would say, what in the world? He's talking trash.
Looks fine.
Okay, 4th and inches. What do they do here? The game's going to make him kick a field goal, though.
You got to go for it, dude.
The game's going to make him kick a field goal.
Intervene.
See?
No!
Oh my God.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
I know. That's the game's so unrealistic.
18-yard field goal? He missed it.
Oh my good God in heaven.
He just missed it, dude. Oh, no. Come on,
Shipley.
Imagine going for a field goal in the snow and missing an 8.
A 17-yard field goal in the snow and just wide right.
Shipley's already looking over his shoulder because he got a new kicker coming in. Just brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That was an 18-yarder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now they got the ball at the 20. Where if you had just gone for it and not gotten it, they would have had the ball at the 1, worst case scenario. Good Lord. That's the type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
If Arkansas does that in real life, like on Saturday, they're losing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and also, like, could change the entire course of history.
Yep.
Something that stupid changes lives.
Yeah. Heartbroken Hog, we made this a snow game, my man, because it might be a snow game. It's going to be crazy.
45% chance is what I was told.
That's going to be wild, man.
Oh, hey, the Missouri fans are in my mentions already from my calling out of Eli Drinkwitz a douche.
Ah.
I got called a fanboy journo by a Missouri fan. So
Fanboy journo.
Like, man, no recovering there. Another guy said simp.
Yeah.
So I guess that's
Who are you simping for in this case? The University of Arkansas?
I guess,
Right.
yeah.
Your good old alma mater? I guess, like, if you're going to simp for something.
Yeah.
That's like
Oh, I get the right.
that's like saying a veteran simped for America. Like, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a simp for my country.
Here's the thing. It's like I've been telling people. I don't know how that happened.
That was a huge completion and under duress from one of the best defensive tackles in the country on this game.
It's like I've been telling people, though. I'm like, I feel like I get full reign to just troll and to make fun of Eli Drinkwitz because that dude seriously, again, used me by my first and last name at SEC Media Days. And if you're ever calling out a local, like, podcaster from an opposing team and like at Media Days, that to me is like, I think it's more of a bad thing on you than it is me.
What's worse, him doing that or Sam Pittman just hitting the block button on like 100 Razorback fans every Sunday?
Both are pretty lame, but yeah, I don't know. I think the Twitter block thing is pretty stupid because it's like you don't have to be on there, Pittman. Like,
right? Do you think
just hit
he
the mute
actually
button.
does it?
I mean, who else would?
I don't know. Like Cal doesn't run his Twitter, but like I don't.
You know who doesn't run his Twitter? Darren McFadden.
You don't think so?
No, dude. Have you been seeing the crap he's been tweeting?
You know who does? Rakeem Boyd.
Yeah, he does. Boyd. Yeah, what was that about? He's wanting his own bar?
Hey, if there's anyone in the chat who is intrigued by Rakeem Boyd opening up a bar in Fayetteville, let us know.
Yeah.
We will gladly relay the message.
We want to help him with the poll.
Like, I just didn't. I wish I could go in. I don't know if I want to go inside the mine, but yeah, I'm just wondering, like, what caused that? Like, what made you be like, yeah? I always thought about opening a bar.
I would 100% go to Rakeem Boyd's bar.
I'd go, dude. 100%. We do live streams there. Yeah, like we'd set up shop.
I would be there, man.
Like, hopefully, his old Independence JUCO coach, what was his name? Jason Brown, Coach Brown from Last Chance U would show up.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
He's been active on Twitter lately. I think he runs.
He always is. He does a podcast or something. He also I've seen TikToks that he does of his grill outs, which everyone roasts. No pun intended, because it's just like, hey, check this out. And all he does is buy some store-bought rub and just put it on there. He's like, yeah, this is how you do it, guys. It's like, all right, cool.
You guys, okay. Heartbroken Hog said, did y'all watch that video Brooks Ellis put out earlier today?
I have yet to watch it.
I got through about 6.5 minutes of it.
I listened to the whole
touchdown,
thing.
Missouri.
Yeah, he lost me. Like, I don't. He didn't
well,
do much
also,
for me.
was he driving?
Yeah.
I thought he was driving too.
But at least he would stop when he was making a turn or something. He just stopped talking. He's looking both ways. I could hear his blinker. I'm like, okay.
I haven't seen it. I guess I need to watch
it. Pull over.
He apologized at one point. He was like, I apologize, guys. I forgot my sunglasses.
Yeah. And he's like battling the sun. I'm like, dude, yeah, just wait. It was like 12 straight uncut minutes.
Yeah. But basically what he was saying was Pittman shut him out of practice.
Yeah.
Or, like, shut all
Former
alumni out of
players?
practice, and that he didn't like that. And that when Bielema was there, they were trying to establish power football when everybody else already had the market on it.
They were trying to beat LSU and Alabama at their game.
And now they're trying to do it again with NIL when they should just be getting homegrown talent who care about being Razorbacks and developing them. That was his whole message there.
All right.
And he also said NIL is very bad for kids because you can't give them that much money when they're not old enough or mature enough to handle it, and then they get out in the real world and don't have it and don't know how to function.
Which is fair.
I agree.
I don't disagree with that at all. But just now is not the time to have this kind of like it's already done, and that's kind of like honestly. And he didn't mean to do this, but it kind of goes in line with what I've been saying about Pittman and Yurchek of like you can publicly say how much you hate this thing. It's not going to make it go away, and it's not going to make it not the reality of what we're living in. Like. You're completely well within your rights to be like, hey, I don't like this new culture. I don't like this new wave of college sports. But it's like, but these are the rules, and this is the game we are playing. You kind of got to adapt to it. And obviously, I'm not saying Brooks Ellis has to adapt to it, but I do think like that sentiment of like, yeah, NIL's bad, but you kind of have to play the game.
Yeah. Well, that's what I gotta like. People just have to understand. It's like I fully agree that there needs to be some regulations put on it. I fully agree that it needs work. It needs to be fixed in a lot of ways. But yeah, as far as it just people blanket statements saying like this is bad. It's like okay, so how do you fix it? Well, it's just bad. It's like no, like both can be true. You know, it goes back to what we always talk about. It doesn't mean they don't have to be like NIL sucks across the board and it's awful or we love NIL free for all. Like you don't have to be on either side. You can have it. Hey, it's good, but let's try to control it a little bit more. Let's make sure that it's doing the right thing and going the right directions.
Yeah, he was also talking about how, like, if he had that money, in the bank when he was a player, that like he wouldn't be sweating going to class. He wouldn't be sweating, like, oh, we lost, whatever. Like as long as I played well, I'm paid, I'm good. And there's something to that mentality, but
I still don't think that's the vast majority. Because at the end of the day, these guys are still players, and they still want to go to the NFL. And if they have that mentality, in this regard, they're not going to make it in the NFL. Like
and they have like support systems around them to kind of coach them up on all those things.
Yeah,
and honestly, it's like I don't know. It's like is that the worst thing in the world that like they're kind of preparing these kids for like life? They're getting prepared a little bit quicker, whereas like a lot of college students don't really have to make a ton of decisions. I'm not saying it's good to be handing because it's not really all of them are making millions. Really, it's a lot of them that are just making still like a few, several thousand, which again would have changed all of our lives in college. It's like I don't know. I mean, I think like you said, there's a good support system of people around them. It's not like just hey, here's all this money. Figure it out, especially with a college football program.
Yeah, you're still players at the end of the day. Like, you still got to play the game. And, if you don't play, you're not going to get the NIL. Because here's the thing. If you have 1 year where you get a bunch of NIL, but then you're a problem, you don't play, guess your next stop, no one's going to give you that money again. Your value's not going to be there. People give value to, that was a shank punt.
Yeah, that's tough.
Great.
Well, it also just makes culture so important in college football and makes your leadership so important because all of the great programs that are still continuing to thrive in this era, you don't hear as much about these problems of, oh, man, the NIL is making these kids greedy and it's making these kids blah, 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 because they have a good infrastructure and a good program around it. Like, I think the people that are going to do it well are still going to be okay.
Or they're just fucking ballers who are just getting.
Well, that's true, too, for sure.
What did he say? Basically, he was saying Arkansas is never going to win the money battle with Alabama and LSU and all those teams, which is unequivocally true.
Yeah.
Like it's 100% a fact. But then his solution was just go get some kids from Northwest Arkansas.
But see, this is something that bothers me. As a guy who's a native Arkansan and everything, there's nothing better than seeing the Darren McFadden stay home, the Corliss Williamson stay home. Like there's nothing better than that. But folks, this idea that there's just these 2-star players in high school out there in Arkansas that just aren't getting the chance, but if they come to Fayetteville and play for the Razorbacks, that they're going to become, because people will be like, oh, well, look at Chris Gregg. I'm like, okay, one player. It's just not this plethora of guys out there that are, low-star players in the state of Arkansas, but they're just not getting the chance and they become great players. It's like, people bring up Brandon Burlsworth. Like, these are the exceptions, not the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want the best players on the team. I don't care where they're from.
Well, hell, it's like Arkansas's not even getting the majority of the top 5 players from their state. And so it's like if you're not even getting the good ones, what makes you think you're going to find the random gym that's the two? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. I mean, I think Arkansas should absolutely, if there's good players in your state, should be able to get them. But like you said, it's kind of few and far between.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I think it would be one thing if those guys go on. And honestly, in this era, if they are those that great, they'll go somewhere and be good, and then you can just kind of bring them back. I mean, they kind of did that with Markel Lutzy.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Him and, I guess, Jimmy Witt was a different deal, but it's like, he was out of Missouri. But still, point is that sometimes, like, these players were going on to other schools and being dominant as a 2-star player somewhere. Like, what was the guy that went to Clemson? That was so great. Isaiah Simmons. It's like, okay, but what do you do with that? Like, what do you just don't know sometimes. Some guys hit, some guys don't. Simple as that.
I don't like the way this is going.
No, I don't either.
That punt, that shanked punt down to the 32. He punted it from like the 45 to the 32.
Also, that was one of those times where Landon Jackson was playing like zone
linebacker.
Yeah, like playing way back in the zone. Yeah, this could get Arkansas's got. If it looks like Missouri's going to score, but if they do, Arkansas has to respond with another score, or just one score, I guess. A touchdown would be nice.
Yeah, the Stream Razorbacks really have fallen apart here a little bit.
Yeah,
it's almost like they took them like what they did last year. It's like, oh, this team's going to fall apart at the end of the season.
Didn't have the depth. That was a lot of exclamation points.
Yeah. They're not.
They're confused.
Oh, there you go.
Doesn't matter.
That's a big one.
When you got big time players, they make big time plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people are starting to weigh in the chat on the drink comments.
Yeah, like again, it
pisses a lot of people off.
If it was, it's done on purpose, and that's what makes it so dumb. Like it was intentionally mispronounced. Like he did that on purpose. And this is the type of guy that does some terrible things. Oh, jeez, you're going to let that happen.
That's tough.
That's way too easy.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's definitely ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws kind of voice.
Yeah. He, again, is the type that at a golf scramble, right before it starts, he starts saying, like, hey, the ladies went off the green tees. Yeah, you hear that, Jerry? Like that type of guy.
Did you see our boy Lee?
What did Lee say?
He said 3 things. 1, go Hogs. 2, drink piss is a grade A douche. 3, every day above ground is a good day. So thank God, because hell is hard, and I'm hard as hell.
We've been waiting for
It's a Tuesday.
A little late to the party tonight, Lee, man. You were behind schedule? You had a dinner res or something? Also, Heartbroken Hog says he can agree we can't win those money battles, but the battles against the Mississippi schools and Missouri, those are battles we should win, or at least compete in. Like who knows who's actually winning and losing these battles? But I don't think it's good to just completely bow out of them.
You ain't winning them against Ole Miss,
and you ain't winning them against Missouri right now either.
Yeah,
and Mississippi State just got like a huge donation in the middle of the year.
Yeah, that was their big thing about just not even stressing what Levy's doing this year because they're pouring so much money into this offseason. So again, Arkansas may or may not have more NIL. Depends on which question you ask Sam Pittman over the course of 3 minutes. But everybody else is going to have it too, man. Everybody's going to have revenue sharing. Everybody's going to have money. Everybody's going to be invested.
But see, that's what Arkansas almost needs a little bit is just, even if it's not true, just like a public thing of like, hey, we just got a massive gift to NIL from somebody. Just something random that gets people like, oh, hey, they got NIL over there. Just something like that. But they just don't have any of it.
The only coach on campus that tells the truth, Dave Van Horn, he always says, we have enough. That's what he always says. Whenever we talk about NIL, he always is like, we might not have as much as some schools, or we might not, whip out whatever, but we got enough. We do what we got to do.
And also to counter that though, it's when you got the number 1 recruiting class every year and stuff. It's hard to say you don't have enough when you're getting all the talent too. It's like you do have enough.
But that's my point. Is like he would never publicly be like, well, we're just not going to be able to bring in elite talent here at Arkansas. That's just not something we can do. Like.
From what I understood, apparently Dave Van Horn had a really heart-to-heart apparently with Yurichek here recently about certain things and certain NILs and everything.
When he's really adamant about the stadium, he really wants them to add seats at Baum. And I remember thinking he was crazy for it a couple years ago. I don't think he's crazy now, but I think that Juracek is probably further away from wanting to do that than he is in terms of like
No,
the
I believe
timeline
it.
and all that.
I believe it because Bud Walton's supposed to be next on deck, and I know that they were thinking about doing some renovations to soccer, trying to get that going, and it's just you feel like you're about him on the list right there. Like Zigu says, Arkansas needs to figure out how to moneyball NIL. I don't think that's how that works.
Well, honestly,
that's what they're
actually-
doing right now with Marquise Robinson and Larry Worth. And
Like
as crazy as it sounds, you kind of do. You don't have to do Moneyball where you really like can't spend any money, but like you can't afford to miss. Like for example, we're not going to say his name, but one of the guys that Arkansas may or may not have given NIL money to this offseason isn't helping them at all. And so it's like you really can't afford to do stuff like that at Arkansas.
Right.
Whereas Texas is probably paying 2 or 3 guys that suck, that aren't contributing at all NIL money, but they're also paying enough other guys where they can afford to miss on a few of their big transactions in the offseason. Arkansas is not in a position they can really do that. And frankly, it's not even a knock on the football program because as we're seeing in basketball, you can't really afford to do that either. I mean, if Arkansas big picture ends up not getting anything from Jonas Adu, it completely changes their season. Like you can't really afford it in any sport, but at a program like Arkansas for football, you pretty much have to just, when you make decisions like that, nail it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he already caught a stray tonight, so I'm not trying to do that. But Taylon Green was a money ball pickup.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he was.
Which is
That's
why
exactly what it was.
if you're running it back with Taylon Green this offseason or even
There you go.
benching him for Malachi Singleton, which would be kind of the same thing, either one, you should be able to take that money that you're not spending on a quarterback and go out and make a real splash.
Yeah, but if anything is known that Arkansas is going to be hitting hot and heavy out of the portal for football-wise, at least, linemen, offensive, defensive linemen, and secondary players. That's what their focus is.
I think they also, and Pittman
big.
alluded to this a little bit of them needing to retain guys.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like they're going to have to have a lot of like battles there. You know, on the roster. I mean, Braylon Russell's borderline openly shopping himself, one could argue, just with everything he's kind of putting out there. Jalen Braxton, I would imagine, they're going to have a situation there. We just saw the Metcalf brothers signed to an agency, which that did seem like at least an Arkansas-based agency, or at least seeming that way based on the 3 tweets they fired off. So who knows? But it's like, who knows what it even costs to keep some of those top pieces around? A Kudus, a Haz, whoever, or Taylon. I mean, who knows? We have no idea with Taylon Green. Who knows what his going rate is on the NIL market?
The quarterback thing is going to be really fascinating to me this offseason because does Taylon have, will he want to? I mean, I'm sure he'll want to, but will he be like, hey, I need more money if I'm coming back? 1, does he have that leg to stand on? 2, if he is back for sure, then do they have to up the ante to just keep Singleton as a backup, or does he dip
or KJ
out?
Jackson?
And then KJ Jackson's supposed to be your future. And so if I'm him, it's like, okay, Green's back, Singleton's back. Why would I stay here and do this again? And then I'm probably going to lose my coaching staff at the end of that year. So it's going to be.
I will
interesting, man.
I will be shocked. Is this the third? That was the third screen in a row they ran.
They're screening the hell out of them, man.
Yep, and it's not overly working. But here's the thing: I will be, if there is a player, we can maybe do this once we get closer to it. But if there's a player that I will be shocked returns as an Arkansas Razorback football player next year, it will be Malachi Singleton. That would be the most shocking one if he returns as the Razorback player next year.
Yeah, the family doesn't appear to be thrilled.
I mean, but it's like again, I don't know who do you blame? Is there someone to blame? Sometimes just the way it is. It's like Taylon Green better than Malachi Singleton. Do you trust Bobby Petrino, or are they just playing him because that's where they got the NIL to was him? I don't know.
Well, and I think that's where it's like going back to the Taylon thing of like what is his situation going to be? Getting a little bit more money is one thing, but like if there's another team out there that's like trying to poach him, I think if you're Arkansas, I don't mean, would that be the worst thing in the world?
I mean,
what I mean? Like, are you really going to get into a bidding war in the offseason over Taylon Green?
Well, if you think Malachi Singleton's going to be your starting quarterback in the SEC and take you to the promised land, then no. But otherwise, you're going to have to spend more to get an upgrade.
But see, yeah, and that's the thing. That's where it's like, if you do end up having to pay a Taylon a lot more, then it becomes a thing. You feel like you're overpaying there as well.
And I don't think it's Talen's played his way into a bunch of more money so much as like just look at the market.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Market value, like
Yeah.
just having stability, what he represents is there's a monetary value there.
And then what happens if, again, like please somebody tell me if I'm wrong, but this revenue sharing thing, like it's going to happen, but it's still very much TBD as to when. It's like, what if that doesn't? Like, what if it's not a thing
Until like December
until the
next
summer
year.
or next year or and then they've got all these plans, and then what?
I think it's one of those deals where it almost reminds me, and hopefully this isn't taken the wrong way, but almost like a war where it's like nothing's officially happened, but everyone's prepping because the other people are prepping. Like maybe that's what's happening. And because it seems like everyone's under the understanding, geez, Missouri's about to score again.
They're just killing them with the crossing routes.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it certainly seems like that is the case of, like, everyone's prepping for it just because other people are prepping for it and other people don't want to be left behind. That's the vibe this revenue share gives me.
Yeah, and like it seems like nobody has a definitive idea of how it's going to actually play out or how it's going to affect everything. But that's just the world we live in, man. I do not envy any college coach, especially at football, where there's so much pressure and there's so many personalities, so many different battles you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine it.
Can't imagine Arkansas being down 21-0
Luther
in the second
Burden
quarter.
just hitting the Heisman on
You
him.
can't.
No, I mean, I don't. Maybe let me rephrase. I don't want to.
I'd rather not.
Because if Arkansas is in real life down 21-0 in the second quarter to Missouri this Saturday, I will literally die.
That's going to be – I mean, it's going to be a really, really rough post game if they get their ass beat like that.
And it's like bowl game, doesn't matter. No one cares.
Okay.
Like,
Which,
it's just,
by the way, with this bowl game situation, it's really important that Arkansas wins this game to even be in, like, I hate to say it, Liberty Bowl territory.
yeah.
Because if you look at the way the bowls are broken down, it's like all these SEC teams losing and not making the playoff is a big issue. And so you might only get 3 or whatever in, and then the Citrus Bowl gets to pick. And then it's that group of 6. It's like Liberty Bowl, Music City, whatever. And then it's Birmingham, Gasparilla. And that's it. Like with the tie-ins, there's already one more SEC-eligible bowl team than there are bowl tie-ins. And so like that's how you get to the Armed Forces Bowl or something stupid. And like Auburn could still become bowl eligible.
Dude.
Is Independent still on the table?
Like it's, I mean, I don't know, but like they could legitimately, and a lot of these teams already have 7 wins, and like they've got the like fan bases and everything. It could be a situation where Arkansas winds up being like the last or like the least sexy of the options out of the SEC, and they could go to something really stupid. So I hope they win just to go to something kind of cool.
Well, that's true, but then, again, counter to that, wouldn't it be kind of funny, like if they go to some like random, like go to the Boise, Idaho Bowl, or
famous
whatever.
Idaho Potato
yeah,
Bowl?
like just something crazy. It's like, hey boys, let's pack up. We're going up to
Hey,
Boise.
maybe it'll be Hawaii Bowl.
Yeah, or what's the Bahamas Bowl? Is that the Pop-Tart one? It used to be Popeyes, but I don't know who does the Hawaiian Bowl now, or the Bahamas
Dude,
Bowl.
imagine going to the Popeyes Bowl. That'd be
Oh,
electric.
dude, I'd be loving that. Yeah, Duke's Mayo Bowl. Is that what took over the Belk Bowl? Was the Duke's Mayo Bowl? I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't think
that's right.
Belk exists.
But so yeah, I think it'd be fun just to get some random bowl game that you'll never be able to be in again. What if it was like the Pinstripe Bowl? You know,
Yeah.
like up there
Is that in
Yankee
Fenway?
Stadium. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
or yeah, Yankee Stadium. Or
Is it in Yankee? Yeah, it's in Yankee Stadium.
yeah, because they have one.
Pinstripe.
But they have one in Boston too. I guess it's like the
Yeah,
Fenway
there's some
Bowl or
type of-
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Now that would be cool if Arkansas played in Boston in a bowl game against, I don't know, Rutgers or Boston College. I
They
don't even
need to
know if
go.
they're
They need to
eligible.
do away with like the conference tie-ins, low key.
They do.
Just like let it be a complete free for all. You have no effing clue what bowl you're going to.
Yeah, let's break it out.
So yeah, after the college football playoff, it's the Citrus Bowl gets their first pick of SEC school, like whoever they want, and then the pool of 6 is the Texas Bowl, the Vegas Bowl, Music City Bowl, the Gator Bowl, Liberty Bowl, or the ReliaQuest in Tampa, and so like that's where you want to fit into that realm. Now Arkansas will get the freaking Liberty probably, but like that's kind of where you want to be, and they damn near don't even have a chance to get there if they don't beat Missouri. And then the other 2 are, the Birmingham Bowl, and then the Gasparilla Bowl, which is also in Tampa, and it's before Christmas, so you get this thing over with, which is interesting. But yeah, then after that, it's just like there are a handful of bowls that can just pick from the other bowl eligible teams. That's how. Remember a few years ago, Missouri played Army or whatever in that Armed Forces Bowl. That's why, because they were the odd team out of the bowl eligibles in the SEC.
Man,
that makes sense. They'd be the odd man out, being the worst. Vibes.
Being a MAC school in the SEC.
Yeah. Oh, screen pass is going to work to perfection. You got to dude. That did work to perfection, but you screwed it up. You had 3 blockers in front of you. Like, what are you doing?
Some people outkick their coverage. He outran his block.
Here's the thing: if Arkansas scores a touchdown here, they get the ball back at halftime. So, it could get interesting. They can do back-to-back.
I can't believe he didn't score on that. That's actually pretty shameful.
Yeah. Varkey's Gum's in the game now. Luke Haz is out there. Nothing. Because that's a good play to run.
Hey, what would be worse, going back to the Liberty Bowl or going to the Birmingham Bowl and playing Memphis?
I still think going to the Liberty Bowl against anybody is still worse.
Would we go? Would we go to Birmingham?
It would depend on who. Honestly, I'm serious about this. It would depend on touchdown. Got a good one there on the board, boys. It would depend on who they played. If it was an interesting opponent that they're never going to play again, then maybe. What's the other tie? Do you have the tie-in for like what the conference would be besides SEC in that game?
I think so.
Because if it was like a Big Ten team that you wouldn't.
So the Birmingham Bowl would be against the American. It's like Memphis. Tulane? Are they American? Or
sounds right.
I think they're American. Yeah.
So
both of these actually. The Birmingham Bowl and the Gasparilla would be against an opponent from the American.
So you can get
So, if you played Tulane, that'd be interesting because they're never going to play him again.
Let me see if I can find those teams.
You could play
bowl
Navy.
eligible. Army.
Yeah.
Tulane, Navy.
Memphis.
East Carolina, Memphis, South Florida, UTSA are the bowl-eligible teams in the AAC.
UTSA would be interesting because of the
trailer.
Yeah, Jeff Traylor connection. Yeah. Which of these teams would be the worst? Would Memphis be the one that would be the worst one to play?
No, I think that'd be.
It would be for me only because
you play them next year.
It's stupid to play them not in Arkansas or Memphis, and then you play them next year.
Trivia question for y'all: can you name the team that Arkansas played non-conference, but like a team that Arkansas played in a bowl game, but then played them again the next year in the regular season, the very next year?
Bowl game and then played them the next year.
Mm-hmm. Lost the bowl game, won the regular season game.
How long ago is this?
This millennium.
Okay. Lost the bowl game. They didn't play Missouri. Who all they lose bowl games to? Burt? Wisconsin?
Nope.
No.
UNLV.
Yep. The chat was getting it. UNLV.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
Arkansas lost the Vegas Bowl 31-13 to UNLV. The next year, they beat UNLV in Little Rock in a game that Lee Corso and Mike Tirico were on the call at War Memorial Stadium on a Thursday night, and Arkansas beat UNLV 10-3.
Heartbroken Hog, I just dropped that link.
Oh, I thought I was so confused because it says I dropped a link, and I'm like, excuse me?
I forgot that it does the Facebook thing, too.
I was like, am I getting, is this like
getting hacked?
Yeah.
You never want to see your account tweeting out a link that you don't recognize.
Well, shoot, man, after the tweet you guys showed me, or Curtis sent in our group the other day that I had, I'm like, man, I'm a little uneasy about it all. So,
it's tough.
Yeah, it was a tough look.
The Hogs have a chance in this game now.
They got to get
the ball back.
Yeah, they do.
If they score a touchdown for opening drive, we're back in business, boys. Back in business. I was going to say, Curtis, if you have it, what would be, of all the bowl games, no tie-in or whatever, what would be the most funny bad bowl that Arkansas play in? That would just be like just chaos and cool and fun.
I mean, I think you literally everything's up for grabs. It seems like if it gets past all of that,
I'm going to pull up
just bowl season.
The craziness here and see what we have. The Celebration Bowl.
The first one, Saturday. That's like next week.
Yeah.
It's before conference games, conference championships.
That's Tuesday, yeah.
Boca Raton.
Boca Raton would be good.
What is
the Cure Bowl?
Is there a Gronk Bowl this year? Like what was the
or the Barstool Sports Bowl?
Yeah. Nolan's Bowl.
I kind of want that Gasparilla. Get that sucker out of the way.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's in Tampa?
Yeah, it's December 23rd.
Myrtle Beach Bowl would be cool.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I mean, if they played a football game in Boise, Idaho,
I'd probably
that'd
want
be
to go.
fun.
yeah, we kind of have to do that. I
I think it'd be kind of fun.
Where's the
We'll
where's the
drive there.
guaranteed rate bowl at?
Phoenix, Chase Field.
Okay.
That would be. I've never been to
Kinda cool.
Phoenix. Yeah, never been to Arizona.
The 68 Ventures Bowl in Mobile, Alabama.
That's a stinker.
That sounds just miserable on all accounts.
Louisiana Tech played in the Armed Forces Bowl the year that Chad Morris left to take the Arkansas job, and so it was like interim head coach. Mm-hmm. They played Louisiana Tech in that
Did SMU
Armed
win?
Forces Bowl, and Ben Hicks was like 6 for 23.
Yeah. I mean,
There you
the
go. Play there.
the Fenway Bowl or the Pinstripe Bowl would be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
So
that
I
would
was
be-
like,
yeah.
I thought I was going crazy earlier, but yeah, there are two.
That would be awesome to go up there.
Yeah, New Mexico Bowl. Yeah, Pop Tarts Bowl was in Orlando.
Sorry, when is the game in Pinstripe Bowl?
December
date.
28th. Saturday.
Dang. So we've seen how close it'd be to Madison Square Garden
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Just stay up there for a week, like watch basketball and watch some football. It'd be awesome.
Is there anything else that's cool?
Now you're getting into these late bowls.
And there's always like that bowl game that's like January 14th. That's not
For
even
no
a good
reason.
How
one.
many freaking bowl games are in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa?
They're the bowl
insane.
capital of the world,
It's
man.
crazy. Yeah, the Gator Bowl is January 2nd.
Yeah, that's a
First
tough.
Responder Bowl. Duke's Mayo's on January 3rd now. That's in Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah, that's
that's
oh
right.
jeez. Yeah, that's the old Belk Bowl.
God. I mean, the Bahama Bowl would be sick.
Yeah.
Just go back. They be
Yeah.
literally the last bowl before the playoff.
Think so. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Bowl season. It nears.
Yeah.
Now, I never thought that bowl games would like become more relevant than what they were like 3 years ago, but man, it's going to get to the point that they just stop doing it. At least at the rate that they're doing it.
Yeah, I think so. Do something cool.
I mean,
Okay, you
they
got time,
just need
Taylor.
to not have the transfer portal and signing period be before the bowls.
It doesn't seem like it would be that complicated to just fix
Yeah.
that.
It's almost like
you know?
back in the day whenever it was in February, everything was fine.
Yeah, now it's just chaos.
I remember when it used to be like a big deal when a kid
Yeah.
would enroll early. Now it's like freaking,
Everybody does.
you're on campus when you're 16.
Yeah, but so you got kids reclassifying just to get there early. Big
And they
boom
make
and
those
punt.
decisions like in the moment. I'm like, how do you just make the decision like right before your junior year? Be like, hey, actually, I'm graduating in 4 months. Like what? Like Robert Moore, I remember when that happened. It's like over Christmas break. It was just like, actually, you know what? I'm enrolling at the U of A right now.
Yeah.
Graduated.
Wait, what?
I just graduated. How'd you graduate? Well, I just graduated. It's fine.
I'm
Don't
done
worry
with high
about
school. No longer doing it.
it. Yeah. I took a test and they said yes, so that's all that matters.
Michelle doesn't understand sliding. She wanted to know why Talon slid on that one. Because
Because he gets too much NIL money.
yeah, too much NIL money, and got to protect the quarterback.
That's
Can't let the
right.
quarterback take a
Need
hit.
him in the bowl game.
Everyone else that's not a quarterback is a lowly peasant that can get hurt at any moment.
And Taylor Green's really not much of a slider.
No,
He'll take a lick.
Hey, here's a question for you. Of that, the percentage wise of the starters for like say this weekend against Missouri, what percentage of those are the guys going to be starting in the bowl game?
okay. Let's just look at this roster real quick. Hudson Clark will still be there for the bowl game.
Yep, he'll play.
Yeah.
He'll start.
Gregory will play.
Landon
Kaiser
Jackson will
play.
not.
Dix will play.
Yeah, Landon
Jackson
will
will
not.
not. But I think Landon Jackson might be the only one that won't. Frankly.
Yeah.
I
think
think
Armstrong-
barring
you
guys
think Armstrong will play?
transferring, but
Think Armstrong will play?
Yeah.
I think so. Like,
He's
I don't
not-
think
he's
he's
not
that
a-
high of a.
He needs
But,
to needs
yeah.
to ball out at the bowl game so
Well-
that he could like for sure become a draft pick.
And you know, you got to also throw in there of guys who transfer into the portal. So it's like,
Yeah, okay. So then I mean, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who is starting on defense that would transfer? Like Keon Stewart is out of eligibility, so I feel like he's just gonna ride it out. I don't think Larry Wirt's transferring.
No.
Sorey would be the one you'd have to worry about if he gets poached.
Is he a draft guy?
I think he'd have a
Fringe?
chance. Yeah, I mean, he's a
Yeah.
redshirt junior.
big
I
stop.
doubt that he would. I mean, maybe he'll submit feedback and all that, but
Yeah.
I doubt he'd be like a surefire pick. Like he'd probably make more money in college football next year.
By the way, guys, the new college football playoff rankings dropped.
Oh, yeah. It is Tuesday night, isn't it?
Yep. Do you want to know who the top 4 seeds are, according to this, and what the playoffs would be?
Oh, my God.
hear it.
Okay, hang on. Let's guess this.
Okay. Now I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, not the top 4 teams, but like in the bracket,
Like
the guys that get the buys.
seeding-wise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
So-
seeding wise.
So, like, Oregon still, Ohio
Oregon's 1.
State 2.
Nope.
Texas,
Texas is 2.
Ohio State 3.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the other?
Who the hell am I?
This is disgusting. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Is it Penn State?
No.
Nah.
Notre Dame.
Nope.
Okay, who the hell is it?
Yeah, like
Miami is the 3 seed.
What?
No way.
Boise State's the 4.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, that would be the... Okay, that's a good run. But
Yeah.
could you imagine?
Boise
Okay, yeah,
State
the
is number
conference
4
champs.
in the.
Yeah, because the Big 12 has nobody.
Yeah. Imagine this is the top 4 seeds. Oregon, Texas, Miami, and Boise State.
Yeah.
Miami. I'm not even sure Miami's that good at football.
So here would be the first round matchups.
Okay.
The 12 seed Arizona State
Yeah.
taking on Ohio State in Columbus. Then
It'd be like minus 18.5 or something like that.
the 9-8 seed Tennessee versus Georgia.
Wow.
So you'd see a rematch.
Which literally just happened last week.
Yeah. The 11-6 game would be Indiana versus Penn State. And then,
Which is a conference game.
oh, it gets better. The 10 versus 7 is SMU versus Notre Dame. So, which
Wow,
Notre
wow,
Dame's
dude.
essentially an ACC team in a way. So you have
Yeah.
ACC, Big 10, SEC, and then a Big 12. So that's your matchup. So right now, folks, you are looking at only 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. 2 or
Who's
3.
the-
I guess
so
3.
Where's,
Texas.
so
Texas.
where's Ole Miss at?
As far as the rankings go,
Like 15?
oh, sorry, real quick. The first team out is Clemson,
Okay. How many?
and the
they have
second
2
team
losses?
out is Alabama. Yeah, they have 2 losses. Which team did
So-
you ask about, Andrew?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is 14th.
And so Bama is 13?
Oh, good play here.
Or wait, no.
No, so here you go. Is Bama is 13. Ole Miss is 14. South Carolina is 15.
Yeah.
Arizona State is 16, but there you
They
go.
get in.
They get in.
Right.
Tulane 17, Iowa State, then BYU,
Tulane.
then Texas A&M at 20. Missouri's 21.
Dude, if Tulane just hadn't blown a huge lead to Kansas State, they had them beat.
Yeah. UNLV, Barry Odom's at 22. So shout out
Right
to
behind
them.
Missouri.
Yep. Illinois and Burt is at 23.
Dude, that'd be awesome if Arkansas beat Missouri and Barry Odom finished higher than Missouri.
And then that would be fun. Then Kansas State's 24, Colorado's 25.
Man.
That's
There's
disgusting.
there's like a lot of good teams that have underachieved, but also like in that top 25, there's a lot of teams that just aren't that great.
Yeah.
Like BYU's not very good. Kansas State's not very good.
No.
You know what's
Colorado, I guess, is all right.
But you know what's crazy is like Ohio State, if this happened today, Ohio State's 2 matchups, they play Arizona State and Boise State in their first 2 games in the playoffs. I mean, they should win both of those easily, but sheesh.
Georgia and Tennessee playing would be so funny. They would also, like, the committee, like, in the moment, if it really got to it, just has to rig the rankings so
They
that
have
you don't
to.
have stupid-ass matchups.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm glad Indiana's still in because everybody else sucks because they were really fun to watch the other day for a quarter.
Yeah. For a really quick split second.
Honestly, the whole first half was pretty good. They fell apart.
Now Indiana will not have to play a Big Ten title game, or they will,
They won't. No, they'll just beat Purdue this weekend, and
and then be in.
they're pretty much, I guess they're in a good spot.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
man.
Yeah, so what would be like – so Clemson would have to beat South Carolina and then win the ACC championship?
Yeah, to get in,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, because if they lose, they'd be screwed.
And now if they beat Miami in the ACC championship game, would Miami be out?
I think they might.
They have to
I
be.
think they would
I
have
think
to
you would
be.
have to be.
They would have to be. But I don't know.
Oh,
would
wait,
they really?
because SMU already clinched, right? So
oh,
they're
wait a
in.
minute.
Clinched what?
The ACC title.
They won the ACC regular season, so they're in the championship game.
So hold on.
Yes, they are in for
Yeah.
sure.
Clemson
So who would
screwed.
go? So Clemson, yeah.
I,
I don't. What do their conference standings look like though? Who's Miami? Who did
Miami's
Miami
got
lose to?
one loss.
But Clemson's only got one conference loss. But I guess like it goes by.
yeah, I just don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think Clemson's got a chance.
We sound like idiots.
No,
I
we
know.
do. So Miami, it would be Miami and SMU in the ACC title game. In which case, Clemson really would be probably in trouble.
honestly, real quick, if you're Arkansas, 4th and goal,
You
another
gotta go for
18-yard field goal, but they're not going to.
They're not going to.
They're going to miss this
they'll kick for
18-yard
sure.
field goal again. It's going to be a big miss. Big miss there. Yeah, the playoffs are just disgusting.
This is gonna be a lot of fun to monitor throughout the next month.
Oh, he made it, so there you go.
So what if so Georgia's already in the SEC title game. What if A&M beats Texas, and then would it be funnier if they lost to Georgia or beat Georgia?
Who,
And
A&M?
Then A&M randomly gets in with 3 losses. Georgia then has 3 losses and might be screwed. Texas, that nobody respects because of their resume, would have 2.
2, yeah.
It'd just be a complete mess.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Tennessee is in the best spot in the SEC because
Yeah.
they beat Vanderbilt this weekend, and then they're done. They're in.
Yeah.
10-2.
See, and that's what kind of like is the unfortunate part about it with those certain situations where it's about timing more so than anything. Like, it doesn't matter about like your schedule's like, well, where are you sitting at now?
It's kind of messed up. Like it's kind of like I hate to tell the nerds they might have been right, but it is kind of messed up. But I gotta be honest, this kind of stuff happens all the time in the NFL, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where you just have the 8-8 team that's hosting a playoff game against the 12-4 team.
And
that kind of stuff happens.
The Big 12's thing is wild. Somebody said something. It was probably a joke, but it was like, yeah, we had to go through 252 tiebreaker scenarios to figure out what's going on. But yeah, like that's how Arizona State wound up in there because of all the teams to screw it up over there. It's Kansas.
Yep.
3 weeks in a row. Just the killers, man.
Yep. And it's also like, I think somebody else put this out, which is not like a surprising comment or anything like that, but like the Texas A&M game for the first time they're playing each other since whenever is everything. That game is everything this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be. And see, okay, this is why I'm backtracking. The nerds are not right because of how awesome these next few weeks are. You have to literally be tapped in on every single game in college football because there's implications one way or the other. I mean, Whitty just says, "What if Vandy beats Tennessee?" We got to watch. We got to make sure, because they might. You know what I mean? And every single game has huge implications.
Dude, God, Vandy.
Army Navy's going to be electric this year too, even though they're not quite playoff implications. But there's a lot going on.
If you're a Tennessee fan and you lose to frickin' Vanderbilt to ruin your playoff spot,
it'd be so
dude. They
incredible.
may want Heupel
having
gone.
losses to Arkansas and Vandy, and that being what keeps you out of the playoff,
Just like
is one of
everyone
the
thought.
funniest things that can happen to a program.
And then you look up, if you're Tennessee and you're not in, and you see Boise State and SMU and Arizona State.
Oh my
Jordan
gosh.
Crook and Arizona State. That's crazy.
Man, and his new expedition.
Yeah.
It'd just be wild. Oh, jeez. I mean, again, the playoff is so much fun to debate and talk about right now, but I mean, I don't know. I just have a feeling that, like, certain things, even after this weekend it happens, we're going to be like, okay, so we have an idea of what happens and what's the playoff going to look like, and then they're going to pull some fastballs. They're going to just do some crazy stuff and be like, we moved this team to this place. Why? Well, we just thought so.
I love that it's becoming like college basketball right before Selection Sunday, like that week before when you're like, all right, who are the bid stealers?
Yeah.
You know, like I wonder who those are going to wind up being.
Arizona State.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
it's actually
literally
awesome.
whoever comes out of the Big 12 is a bid stealer because none of them deserve to be in the
No.
playoff. But yeah,
I mean, I guess the ACC
Texas
has
is
one.
probably thinking like, damn, we should have waited one more year to go to the.
oh
the
my
SEC.
God, yeah, Oklahoma too. Hell,
Yeah, Oklahoma would have been like 9-3 minimum.
So,
Ooh, that shank's fun.
man.
so Texas only has one loss for 2, right?
Yeah,
No,
They
wait,
got one.
Texas has one.
Oh gosh,
Just Georgia. It's a tough one.
yeah.
By the way, you remember whenever some folks indicated after Arkansas lost to Oklahoma State that they might have lost to a playoff team? I can't confirm. Oklahoma State will not be going to the playoff.
have they won since?
Maybe once. Maybe
Who?
once. Oklahoma State.
Oh, geez.
I think they have 3 wins on the year, so they won one more game.
I have never seen Arkansas screen more in a game than they have in this matchup
Yeah,
today.
they're scared of that pass rush.
Would be 2. But man, this is the playoff could be fun. I mean, I know it's going to be fun, but it could be like just seeing someone's going to get pissed. Maybe multiple programs are going to get pissed.
Man, it is crazy that it was like a lot of people projected Oklahoma State and Utah in the Big 12 championship. They have one conference win between the two of them.
That's nuts.
Insane,
What
man.
a throw.
0 out of Oklahoma State. They haven't won a conference
They're
game.
0-8, bro.
Dude, Oklahoma State is dead last in the Big 12.
Yes.
I was told before the season started, there at the beginning of the season, that they were like a college football playoff caliber team, and Arkansas lost to a really good football team on the road. That's what I was told.
Got to tip your
Crazy,
cap.
man.
Yeah.
Just
Wound
ran
up
into
being a
good-
tough one.
Yeah, ran into that buzzsaw
I
in
mean-
week 2.
We felt like it would age poorly, but goddamn, it really aged poorly.
I mean, my God, dude. It's just
And think about how different just the
Oh my
vibes
gosh,
and
dude.
everything would be if Arkansas had a chance to win their 8th game of the year on Saturday.
And like, yeah, because you'd be a team that, like, people would be, I'm not saying you'd be favored against Missouri, but you might.
You'd be honestly like,
It'd be
I
like
don't know.
it'd close at like a 2.5-point favorite for Missouri. Who knows?
and
Maybe
just the
gets that.
vibe with the program would
Oh,
be
yeah.
very different. Especially if you went out there and beat Missouri, it'd be like,
If you won that game, and I know it's always woulda, coulda, shoulda. You could do this every year, but man, if you just like won, okay, Talon, you gotta stop with this terrible, terrible, terrible reads. But if they just played, if they beat A&M and Oklahoma State in the early part of the year, which they had chances to, it's just
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean,
Oklahoma State's 3 wins this year. Arkansas, Tulsa, South Dakota State.
that's disgusting.
yeah.
Didn't they barely beat South Dakota State? Won that the whole thing too?
Yeah, it ended up being like, I think they ended up being by a
Closer
decent
than it
margin,
needed to
but
be, yeah.
Yard, they were like dead even in total yards.
That
or
was
something
a
like that.
Coward.
You gotta
move
go
right
for
there,
it.
Yeah.
Nah, I
You're
guess
running
you
a
don't.
draw play on 3rd and 19.
We do have an important question
What's up?
from Brendan Vogel. John,
Oh.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a shill biased journo are you?
Okay, so here's my thing. Like, when did, like, one, I have never in my life ever have claimed to be a journalist. I didn't go to journalism school,
John
and I don't
Neighbor's
want to be
not
a
a
journalist.
journalist.
Yeah, I don't want to be a journalist. That's never been my thing. But 2, why is this?
Now, shill I might be.
Yeah.
but-
Hey, listen. I'm
Biased? Yeah.
hey, but at least my shill is based on my love and appreciation for the Razorbacks, not because I'm on the payroll like other people. Okay, so that's number 2. And then also, why do you care? Like, you can not listen to me. You can just not care about like what I say and do, or you can just. I just don't understand where this became such like an insult to somebody, like how shill biased journo.
I wonder if Brendan is A, a Missouri fan, B, just a John Neighbors hater, and there are plenty of those, or C, just somebody like it's satire, like somebody being funny
Or
because they
D,
saw
all
the
the
comments.
above. D, all the above. Could go
Yeah.
all the directions there. Yeah. I mean, sure. I'll give if you want to answer your question. 10, sure. 10. I'm a shill biased journo. Put that in my Twitter profile.
You guys know what I made money on tonight?
Huh?
Kentucky not covering
What was the spread? It was like 20-something?
24. You don't
Dude, that
disrespect
tight end.
Western Kentucky
That
like
tight
that.
end has been tripping.
He just has to learn how to turn around.
Yeah, that tight end just loves getting hit in the back with a football. It's his favorite thing. Chef Boyardee. What's up, Chef Boyardee? He says he looks like real life. That'd be nice. Yuri String says, neighbors recognize sarcasm, challenge level impossible. Listen, there's no way of knowing sarcasm because that's the thing is we all do this in our chats sometimes where we'll go after somebody or like respond to something. Everyone's like, oh, guess you don't understand sarcasm. Like, how should we know?
It's a joke, bro.
I was like, how are we supposed to know? Because if you put it in quotations, I can maybe buy the sarcasm thing. But a lot of most of the time, all of us, well, mainly me though too, like get a lot of mean things said to us. So it's like really hard to know like what's real and what's not.
He's short, Blue.
Nah, they gave it to him. That snow is a little tough.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Nice.
I guess so. Brendan respond. He says, "I appreciate the honest transparency. We prefer objective, unbiased coverage when reading football coverage. It makes a lot more sense knowing where Arkansas fans get their coverage from now." Who's we? You got a mouse in your pocket? Like, are you speaking for the fan base?
What's this dude talking about?
I have no idea. But I'm glad that you jumped in on the chat just to ask these questions. These barn burner ones. Oh, man. It's Thanksgiving, folks. You're supposed to be thankful. and be
Is a
nice.
Missouri fan.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, say,
It's
listen,
okay to
you want to be a Missouri fan? That's great. Like, football was your one winning season last year, and you guys have been pretty trash this year, and you're going to go probably at 9-3. You'll probably beat Arkansas, so kudos to you.
Does John come across as that much more of a homer, like a fanboy than we do?
Yeah, I don't know
Or is
why.
it-
I feel like we should be getting more fanboy accusations, frankly. We get hater accusations. It's
We
crazy.
do get that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like just people just want to do stuff and just accuse you of whatever they think is you're going to take offense to.
Although you are a household name in Columbia, Missouri. at this
Apparently,
point,
yeah.
so.
Off of it's still something. To this day, I'm going to go back and get the clip and replay it for everybody. I'm like, I still stand by it. There's still nothing I said that was wrong or stupid. And I say a lot of stupid things, but that was not one of them.
By the way, who are Missouri's 3 losses? So I know A&M beat them pretty
A&M,
good.
Alabama, and South Carolina.
South Carolina beat. And they almost won that South Carolina game. They
Yeah.
almost had a
On the
crazy
surface,
comeback.
it's like, oh, it's not bad, but they got the crap kicked out of them by 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
they
South
should have
Carolina.
lost, and I know it's always woulda, coulda, shoulda, but they should have lost to Oklahoma. That was some crazy
They
stuff.
should have
Yeah.
also lost to Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
They didn't.
yeah.
But they should have.
Hey, listen, you the schedule in front of you is what it is. But
Yeah.
Missouri is not – I don't think they're a top 25 team, and the fact that they keep getting ranked there is sad.
But it's really just process of elimination. There's
Yeah,
just
it's an
not that many
indictment
teams
on the rest of the
with
country. Yeah.
less than 4 losses.
Would Arkansas be 8-3 right now with Missouri's schedule? And
100%.
then would Missouri be 6-5 with Arkansas?
That's a great question.
I wonder.
That I had written
Yeah.
down to talk about on the show tomorrow. But we
My
can talk
bad.
about no, because it is a great conversation.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I believe Arkansas would at minimum be 8-3 right now if they had Missouri's schedule. I truly believe
They
that.
probably would have lost
minimum,
the same
huh?
3 games.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I said it jokingly, but I really don't know if Arkansas would have won at Boston College.
And you know what? Maybe
It just
not.
seems like the type of game. They lost on the road at Oklahoma State. I feel like they would have lost to
Did
that
they
game.
play them at home this year, or were they there?
Maybe it was.
'Cause they
I
They
think
played
it
at UMass.
They played at you.
At
But Boston
UMass.
College was at home.
Was
Yeah.
it at home? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas maybe could have beat Boston College at home.
Yeah. No, I think they would have. Well, of
It would
course
have
we
been
say
similar.
I was thinking, like, in that time of year, Arkansas lost to a much worse team than Boston College.
True.
But I didn't realize if it was at home, I think Arkansas probably could do that.
Yeah, I think Arkansas at worst would be 7-4 at the absolute worst.
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
But I
Now-
think they'd be 8-3.
Missouri with Arkansas' schedule.
They don't beat Tennessee.
They don't beat Tennessee.
I don't think they beat Tennessee.
They probably do beat Oklahoma State.
That's true. So
we
that,
can-
that,
we
that
can-
balances it out.
Yeah.
They
don't beat
lose to
LSU.
LSU. They lose to
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss. They lose to Texas.
They lose to A&M because they did in real life.
Yes.
Yeah. Auburn. They beat Auburn.
Yeah, they probably
They
beat
beat
Auburn at
Auburn.
that point in time of the year.
They
yeah.
did beat Auburn this year. I think it was at their place, but still.
Yeah,
we can give
it
them
was like a 10-point, which was
Louisiana
Arkansas game.
Tech. I think they beat them last year. Maybe it was last. Was it
Yeah,
last
they
year?
get
beat 'em?
Louisiana Tech.
Do they beat UAB and Trent Dilfer though? That's the big question.
It'd be a barn burner for sure.
Not that first.
Oh,
Oh,
June
Junkaj
Kaj.
got
Oh, my
juked out
gosh,
of
and
his
Marquise
shoes,
Robinson
bro.
just-
got juked out of his shoe.
More like Juke Kaj.
Good Lord.
Man.
Hey, Brad Spence, highest graded PFF linebacker. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
shout out to him.
Hey, you know what Brad Spence has been doing these last few weeks? He's been coming on now.
God.
He's been coming on.
Here's the thing about that too is I know we've talked a lot about, but man, I've been so impressed by the linebackers. Like low key.
Yeah. I mean,
They have
seriously.
been really good this year, and I was expecting trash. So, shout out to them. Hopefully, but if they all leave again, like they did
That would be
last
tough.
year, then I'm gonna be like, "What are y'all doing over there? Do you just like you're like Hansel and Gretel? You bring them in, but then as soon as they see what's going on, they're like, we're out of here."
I mean,
Like,
they
don't want-
openly admitted
Yeah.
that they just offered Steven Dix because he was available. Like, I mean,
He's been solid.
His name was in the transfer portal. We needed a linebacker. But yeah, it would be really nice if they could keep some of those guys. Definitely Spence. Definitely. I mean, if Story's playing college football next year, it definitely needs to be at Arkansas. Because then I mean, that group, they were consistently pretty solid. It was probably one of the best position groups on the team overall.
Yeah. And, knock on wood, it's probably been the healthiest one, too, because none of them have really dealt with any injuries.
True.
Imagine if Arkansas didn't have their best linebacker go become a Butkus Award finalist at a rival school.
That's a throw that should not exist. Also,
If that hadn't happened, imagine.
yeah, I know we'll probably talk about more about this, but also shout out to Travis Williams for being a Broyles Award semifinalist.
Yeah, I saw that. How
So-
many semifinalists are there?
I think like 10. I think. Could be wrong there.
Rough
That's-
year for defense.
I was about to say that's
Yeah.
interesting that he is. Just because, just on paper, I don't know if Arkansas's.
Oh, I think it's also one of those like sympathy type things. You're like, hey, you're at Arkansas and you did this. Kudos,
Yeah.
good job.
And
man.
honestly, dude, I wonder if the coach helped him out there.
Why is everyone doing
Probably.
versuses in the chat? What is happening? Why,
Oh, because someone said something about you and Biddy fighting.
oh,
they
and
were
then it
doing
just-
the who would you want to fight on the beat thing again.
oh.
Yeah.
Have we talked about that before? on who we
Yeah.
won the fight?
Yeah, we've talked about you and Trey boxing a few times. I mean, it's inevitable at this point. Now, especially after Netflix crushed it with that stream the other day, we know that's a hot topic.
Yeah.
I think we can get you and Trey Biddy to box 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah, I think Trey would just I'd probably lose to Trey, just to be honest, because I feel like
Well,
he
with
would.
that attitude, yeah.
Yeah, it's like because I'm like Rocky Balboa and he's like Apollo Creed. You know, he's the champ, and I'm just hoping I can do something. Maybe have that one punch, but
Hey, but Rocky didn't beat Apollo. Time beat Apollo.
it's
And
true.
So
Well,
you
Rocky
might-
beat him in number 2, right?
I know, but that Rocky says that
sorry,
time.
sorry.
It was really time that beat him. Father Time beat us all.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you could go for that.
Yeah, let's go.
Have a competitive loss in the first fight, and then beg for a rematch when Trey's like 61.
Yeah.
And you could get him.
Yeah. And then I'd have to make sure my fake tan was looking on point though in that boxing ring. Have to make sure of that.
Trey's very strategic. I feel like he would spend the first several rounds really working the body, kinda
Yeah.
breaking you down.
See,
and
but
then-
hey, but here's the thing though. Trey's vegan.
I don't think he is anymore.
Oh, you think he's no? What do you mean he's not?
No, I think he gave up on the vegan thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that something you can just give up on?
No, I mean, I think he's just like eating
Eating meats
other
again?
things now. Yeah.
Dude, I'll never forget one time he was eating something stupid when he was back in his vegan era, and I was like, man, that just is disgusting. And he just says, is it more disgusting than blood, guts,
Yeah.
muscles, tendons? I was like, all right,
All
fair,
right, when you put it
fair.
that way.
What we need people to do is get on like Trey's Hog Sports Live and then ask the same question and just like keep asking it until he weighs in.
Yeah.
Somebody report back to us.
Because he would get a kick out of it. Like I might send him this and he'd get a kick out of it. So
Probably be like, guys, why are you asking me this question? All right.
what's going on?
What's
here?
happening here? Did I miss something?
Yeah. Well, John Neighbors admitted that you'd probably kick his ass.
Yeah, and then they'll probably be like, yeah, because he knows what's up.
Yeah, I wish for the bit John just hadn't accepted defeat so
I know,
cleanly
yeah.
like that.
No, because here's the thing: if I did say like, yeah, I'd beat him up, then everyone, they'd go onto the message boards
is
there.
true.
And all
Yeah,
sports.
it would be
They'd like, can you
viral, but-
believe this guy? Yeah, his tan would fall off, and he'd and then his little dick would just drop on the ground. Like it's like, all right, cool,
Dude,
It's like people just take it so seriously.
Oh man.
dude, the screen
a
game
big player,
is
yeah.
like
I know.
really.
Well, Arkansas, they're time. Speaking of time, being their biggest
time
enemy.
is Arkansas's not going to lose in this game. They're just about to run out of time.
I feel
2
like
minutes,
one of the
40.
worst things, though, that could happen is trying to do an onside kick in the snow. I feel like that is the worst. It could be good or bad. You're not getting a bounce, but the slipperiness of it.
I could play a factor.
Friday on Inside Arkansas Live, will the weather conditions help or hurt Arkansas's last ditch effort on the onside kick?
Yeah.
And how do you even practice that? I don't think you can. It's not like you can simulate snow. Maybe you can out there on the practice field for.
Yeah, you can get that. They have like those little machines, the shredders and stuff, like at all those events where they're faking snow.
Oh yeah.
They could get
So
some of
who's
that.
who's the onside kicker for Arkansas? Like who's
guess Devin
Is
Bale.
it Devin Bale?
I mean, he's the one that boots them through the end zone. So I would assume it would just be the same guy, but I don't know. Maybe Charlie Vondermeeden is a good onside kicker.
Charlie Vondermeer.
Have they not? They haven't done an onside kick this year.
No. Every game that Arkansas's played
It's pretty much
has
over
been
when it's over.
decided when they score their last touchdown.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, because the closest one they would have gotten to would be actually no, because my God, the screens.
The screen game is
It's
crazy.
good though. That's a good one. Texas A&M, they never led against Texas or because the final score is 21-17, right? Didn't Arkansas go up 17-14 with a field
I
goal?
don't know if they
and then
did.
A&M drove right down the field and scored a touchdown.
I think,
Maybe
I think that's what it
how
was,
that's what happened.
Against the third string defensive line.
Yes,
It was like 9 minutes left.
that was such a brilliant move. Hey, let's throw
Landon
our
Jackson just watching.
watching.
We'll just see how this one plays out.
Yeah.
Even though, dadgummit. Even though the defense has been doing the defense is doing a great job against A&M overall. It's like, yeah, we'll just take them out.
Hey, Devin Bale does lay some wood on special teams. He made a really good tackle the other day too. It's
did.
like 2 or 3 now.
Are we in danger of losing him to the portal? Is he going
he
to get
might
that
play
NIL
linebacker
check
somewhere.
Yeah. to get that massive NIL check.
That would be a travesty. Dude.
It would be. Imagine being a program that loses your punter because you don't have enough NIL.
Can't happen.
Oh, my.
Good
Talon.
God, man.
Talon sucks in this game. Talon sucks in the snow.
Yeah. Just let the record show, for the Birmingham Bowl stream, we're starting Singleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will be fun whenever we figure that out. I was doing a bowl game stream.
It will be a good bowl game
we may
stream.
have to do like that one for 15 minutes too. Like just make it count.
Also,
They
we might have to
randomly-
do it on like Christmas Day.
Seriously. I remember the U of A, how they randomly will just release the game notes and depth chart. Nice.
Tesla.
And it's a complete shit show
Oh man,
when that happens.
I couldn't
Because we
imagine.
usually have a template that we put out. You know, it's like, oh, we make a change here and there throughout the course of the season. And it's just an entirely different team when they release it. It's crazy.
What'd you call them? The Brett Bielema pullovers on the.
That's right. Yeah, the Bielema fits, man.
Bielema and Tony Soprano. One or the other. He used to wear those slides with no
Oh
socks.
jeez. By the way, does Missouri have a cannon? Is that something they do?
Apparently.
Okay. Why is it orange?
I think that's the fire that's coming out of the
gotcha.
tiger. They have like a little tiger, and he's like breathing fire.
They used to put the tiger in a fire truck, like a yellow fire truck, and take them around the field, spray people with water.
All right. Here's the big thing, guys. They got all 3 timeouts.
But you still got an onside
No,
kick.
no,
it, though.
I agree, but
They could technically,
even if the onside kick fails,
We know
they-
how this ends.
no, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I know.
We've had an onside kick on this stream before
Yeah, that's not even close.
as a ground ball.
But here's the thing: you got 3 timeouts. You just gotta not let them do things, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, Tristan says, imagine where they'd be if they didn't just miss that kick on the 1 yard line. If they had just simply, I don't know, scored from the 1 yard line.
Well, it's analytics.
I know everybody wants to be ballsy and go for it every freaking time, but I mean, geez, sometimes you got to take your medicine.
Hey, guess who just liked my tweet about calling Eli Drinkwitz a douche?
Who's that?
Texags. So if that didn't tell you everything, that didn't tell you everything,
Aaron
boys.
Gregory, TFL. 30 rushes for 79 yards. That's a rough day at the office.
Yep.
That sounds like a not fun day at the office.
All right, this could happen right here, guys. You got to stop them. If you're Missouri, do you run it and make them use your timeout, or do you try to pass it?
Here's the thing: is Missouri going to just like punt into the end zone here?
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Right.
This is big, boys. Listen, the game's not over yet.
No, I mean a minute is an eternity.
Remember last time
With
Arkansas
those
had
screens, they'll be down there in no time.
That's right. No, here's what's going to happen: is like Talon's going to take 2 sacks, and the game's going to be over. Oh, he shanked
was
it.
not his best.
He shanked
So
it.
it's at the 28.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's see. You need to get Armstrong and Tesla the ball here, and get up to the line quickly. Oh, he's going for it
Chucked
all.
it, bro.
But Jordan Anthony, I can't believe that guy was not the.
Well,
he
we
have
wish he had
dreads?
more catches.
Does he have dreads?
Okay, this angle of the Army, it just repeats between every play. Is
But
that
see,
all
look,
that
it's
Missouri
the
has?
Tiger shooting
Oh,
fire out of there.
okay. It's kind of lame.
Yeah, the fire-breathing tigers, as you know,
I got you. That's what I think of when I think Missouri.
that shoot balls out of their mouth.
All right, Talon. Okay, there you go. First down.
Hey,
Get
move the
but,
chains.
But are they going to do this crap where they take forever to get to the line? Because
at least it stops for a second. But yeah, let's
What the
let's
hell
get a
is-
move on, boys.
What was Braun doing with the wrist
I
there?
don't know. Like if this keeps going, I may have to take over. Like you just wasted 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, I mean we're
I hate
down,
it.
20 seconds off the play clock,
And now
they're
you're
going
gonna
to spike it.
Yeah.
Spike it with 18 seconds left.
You
on
just use 13 seconds.
yeah, at that point you might as well just run a play, brother.
Yeah. I hate that it's that way.
Y'all remember when Brett Bielema lost on a spike with Russell Wilson in the Rose Bowl?
Do remember that.
You can't
rough.
spike it with 0 seconds left.
No, but remember
You
when
cannot do that.
Les Miles did that at LSU when Uncle Vern says, "What are they doing? What are they doing?"
Get rid of the ball, bro.
All right, there you go. My gosh, who are they playing? Was it Auburn? Maybe.
So I remember there being a weird spike situation, but I remember LSU beating Auburn on a last-second touchdown. But
Yeah.
I think it might have been that game.
No, but that was when they called him the Riverboat Gambler because he
Yes.
they were like he's got to spike it here, but then he just goes for it
I
all.
think it was a
and
fake
makes it.
spike. I think that's what it was, like 4 seconds
Oh,
left. They did
screen
a-
pass. Oh, that's coming back. That's holding.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
holding.
an eligible man downfield.
His wrist is in.
Yeah, the wrist game is going crazy. It's
Personal
crazy.
foul.
Roughing the passer.
That's big. That's big. Oh, they can't believe it.
Okay, so now Arkansas is on plus side of the field. I mean, hey, you got
Plenty
a
of
chance
time.
here. You
Clock
got,
stopped. Yeah, I mean, listen, this could get wild. Pass rush is there.
Get
You
rid of
got
it, kid.
time. Oh! Let's go. Let's go.
we finally got an OT game.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, dude. Missouri's got all 3 timeouts with like 20 seconds left. That's way too much time. That's way too much time. They need to stop treating this like a real game.
The Brett Bielema fits, man. Oh, goodness. What are you doing, number
Seed.
1? Jeez, man.
Oh, my God.
This is so dumb. There's so much time. They got all 3 timeouts with 25 seconds left. All they need is a field goal.
They're definitely going to have an attempt.
You got to make the extra point.
God, dude. That was electric.
Come on, Ship.
What a throw.
Come on, Ship.
Oh, I thought he missed it at first. I was like, no
Took
way.
that dude a while to put up the arms, man.
Dude, this is wild stuff. This is cool. Yeah, I want an overtime game.
Well, I got good news for you.
But no,
You're 25 seconds away.
That
Maybe less
ain't good
if,
news.
oh, yeah, he's running it out. They're going to waste 4 or 5 seconds.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Ooh.
that's good.
All right. 4 seconds down.
Dang it, Scott. 21 seconds. What if Arkansas gets a pick? Oh, they're going to play
wow.
it safe.
Wow.
If you're scared, go to church.
Yeah, do you know Drinkwitz is over here just like, hey.
We stand on business here, Sam. What'd you say? What'd you say, Drink? We stand on business. Oh, shoot. All right.
Is there anybody as far as SEC head coaches that could not beat up Eli Drinkwitz? Is there anybody that's
maybe Beamer.
you don't think
Beamer's a little rascal.
that would be terrible.
I mean, that would be, yeah. I think Beamer would still kick his ass, though. He's got more dog in him.
Oh, we got the overtime rules here just in case y'all forgot.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Brian Kelly could kick any other coach's ass. I
Yeah,
think
that's a
Brian
good
Kelly's a little bit of a fraud.
I bet you. I feel like. I
I bet Napier can kick someone's ass.
I feel like.
Yeah, that dude's
I'm about to say
jacked,
Napier was the one. I'm like,
He looks like a hoss.
Missouri won the toss, so they play defense first.
Okay.
There you go. I've never seen overtime in this video game before, so this is gonna be.
Hayden brings up a good point. He's like, I mean, Pitt has one hip.
Yeah, no, I mean, that'd be mean.
All right. If Missouri scores a touchdown, or if Arkansas does not score a touchdown here, it's over. Like Arkansas is for
Hey,
sure.
Good gain to start. That's a drive starter is what that is. They did a good job kind of clearing up the snow.
Clark Lee, too. Good point.
With Clark.
Yeah,
Lee,
Clark
so.
Lee
He's
balled.
Yeah. My buddy Devin just said Brian Kelly could kick someone's ass if a scissor lift was involved.
That's wow, dude. That's crazy.
Come on, Devin. That's inappropriate. Like, come on, what are we doing here?
You talking about DB 501 boy?
Yep, DB, the ultimate Colts fan and Grizzlies fan.
Hey, Anthony Richardson, he showed some flashes here lately. He's
Yep.
back. They've brought him back
Yeah, they
since
brought him
benching him.
back, and look at what happens. All right, third down here. Come on, do a screen pass right here. They're doing a screen pass. It's going to happen. Oh, they're running
just
it.
straight up running it. And
Okay,
they're getting
okay.
it. They're scoring.
Okay, dude.
He's down at the 2.
This is the most Arkansas thing ever. You know they're not going to score here. You know they're not going to score.
I think
'Cause
they're going to end up kicking a field goal.
They're
from
going to
the 1.
no. Here's what's going to happen. They're going to do some bull crap RPO, and Taylor Green's going to make the wrong read, and he's going to take a 5-yard loss, like on this play right here.
I wish I had a counter for you.
It's going to happen. Just don't be dumb. What are you throwing it for? That's why I touched.
He's throwing it for a touchdown, John. That's what he's throwing it for.
As we all
Isaiah
knew.
Zatania is like the most clutch player on this this video game team.
Mm-hmm. What a time.
Wow, this is going to end up being a crazy comeback victory. Was it 21-0 at one point?
No, it was.
It was 24-10 with less
No.
than 3
It
minutes
was
left.
21-0.
Yeah, because Arkansas scored that to make it 21-7, and we were
Yeah.
like, oh, you know.
So
Dude,
the
this
roles get
is-
reversed because usually it's Arkansas blowing the big leads against
Curtis,
Missouri.
this is the exact opposite of that game you were at, except it didn't go to
That's
overtime.
a fact, man.
Dude, I mean, that's the thing where it's like, I know everybody says, oh, yeah, you want the ball, you want defense first, but it's like, this sucks being in this position. You give up a score, and then it's like, oh, crap, now we have to score. But I guess you'd rather know so you have 4 downs to work with, but man,
Just pick him off.
Please.
Hey, they're tight end.
hey,
caught
they
one.
finally, yeah, there you go. What's his name? It's like Foreskin or something. Or
Foreskin, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Foreskin.
I was thinking.
Norskoff or something like that.
Foreskin. Oh, man. Heartbroken Hogs. This is the greatest comeback in Arkansas history.
Yeah, no, this is huge.
It would feel like that. All right, let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh.
We're about to get like 7 overtimes here.
Good.
I mean, Arkansas has the best goal line defense in the history of football in real
They
life.
do,
so
yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard to run the ball in on them.
It really is, man.
sometimes the goal line helps them out, where they just fumble for some reason. Or
Yeah.
all right. Got 4 downs for the next 4 years of your life.
Oh, he had his man,
Okay.
too.
Yeah, he had him the entire time. I don't know
Yeah.
what he was waiting on. Whoever was the defender out there was literally standing on the back, the back of the end
He
zone.
can't
just
make reads. He doesn't see the whole field.
We're
he
not
holds
getting
on
beat
to it
deep
too
here.
long.
Yeah.
If you're Missouri, I feel like you should just run it right here. This should be the play you run it. Just get you some extra yardage. Nope, you're going to try to throw it, and you got it.
Oh, my God, dude.
And so now Missouri has the ball next.
Yep. And you have to go for 2.
Yeah.
This is stressful.
Yep. This is the way, man. This is the way. It's the way it's going to be.
Just go for 2 if you're drink here. F it.
What do you think about them just slinging tiger tails around like that?
It's weird.
That's a little weird, yeah. Yeah, it's almost like something you would do if you murdered a tiger.
Yeah,
You know,
it's-
you'd have it as a, you know.
If you missed the extra point here,
That'd be cool.
that'd be great. Surrender Cobra. Got it.
All righty. OT2, here we come.
This is hilarious. I honestly I had resorted. I'm like, hey, Arkansas's not winning. Like,
yeah.
I literally gave up. I'm
And
like,
then
it's
I
over.
gave up. Then I thought they had it in the bag.
Yeah. Well. All right. Okay. Okay. Good start there. Good tackle there by.
I don't know
Nico.
why they waste time running the ball.
Yeah. Just give you a little breathing room. Make the options.
Keep you honest, I
Yeah.
guess.
Keep you honest there.
Mr. Fizz is a sponsor for Missouri as well.
It's true. So what's the exclamation points when that? What does that mean when that happens? I mean, like
It means that someone tried to audible something
Ah.
and they couldn't do it because they have low awareness or something like that.
So the
Basically.
whole linebacking crew.
Every now and then I'll try to hot route something, and then my number 3 receiver is just I got nothing for you, pal.
Reds. All right, 3rd down and 2. This is big right here. They need a Landon Jackson play right here, or an Eric Gregory. That's what they need right here. And they didn't get it.
The 3-man front backfired on him.
Man. That's what we get for switching over to 3-2-6. They were running their native 4-2-5. It may have worked out for them. All right. This is wild.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that shot of them.
I'm telling you, it's like the only one they got. Needs to mix it up a little bit. Oh, no. Starting to get some yardage on the run game now.
They're wearing them down.
Yep, fatigue's setting in.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips. I'm seeing a lot of deep breaths, breathing through the mouth. Not good.
If only Nico Davier was in there.
Curtis, you'll know because you were an esteemed coach. Is it true that there's no air when you bend over?
No.
It's not true. There's no air down
Throw it
there.
away.
People say opens up the lungs, the diaphragm, and everything. You put your hand on top of your head. It's not true.
Because every time when I'm tired, I'm running or whatever, and I bend over and I kind of lean over, I feel a lot better.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's
I think it's like a to each their own kind of deal,
All right, this is a big 3rd down. Got it. Touchdown. Sheesh.
That was a quick decision by 88 overall, Brady Cook.
But I would yell at dudes. If
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
bent
I mean,
over,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
get your ass up.
All right, so now they got to go for 2.
Oh goodness, I thought that dude was about to crush his back. That offensive lineman hopped on his back.
That's a heavy load coming at you.
I mean, he wasn't looking, so I'm like, dude, that would have crushed me.
Dude, the inside
All right, now we got a
have just
two-pointer
been
here.
incredible.
Yeah, they're crossing routes. Everything over
Middle
the
of the field, yeah, has just been open all day. All right, so what does Missouri do here?
I'm going to guess they
Score?
look like they're going to run the ball.
No, play fake. It's good defense.
got nothing.
Go get him. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Steven Dix, you're fired.
He was
That's
like,
terrible.
He was like, Dirty, I'm not leaving my zone. He is not about to throw a touchdown right here.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
This is not real life.
Hey, guys.
But it is.
Hey, guys, isn't this the exact score of the Oklahoma State-Arkansas game?
I think you may be right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, good.
Talon.
Whoa!
How did that happen, bro? He's going to score.
Oh,
This is chaotic. There's no way he was actually in the end zone.
no, I don't see how. I don't know how he caught it.
I don't know how he threw it.
Okay, Arkansas, you have to win. You have to get this 2-pointer right here, dude. All right.
This can't be over.
All right, what do we want to see from Arkansas here on this 2-point play? What's the go-to move?
Luke has in the flats.
That's
Wow,
that is
bro.
insanity.
I don't know if he actually got in that end zone. I don't know. Maybe he did.
We're gonna have a review. Man.
That was crazy. I've always Steven Dix. He was just sat there just.
Just chilling, man.
Yep. Booth
Feels it
review.
Yeah, I don't know if he got in, man.
Well, they
took it off.
They took it off. Okay, so you are literally an inch away. Just
See, now you got to use one of your goal line plays when really you could have been,
but see, they're going to do this RPO thing, and he's going to get tackled for a loss.
Oh, man. This is tough, dude.
God.
Okay, again, this is the time I kind of miss the days of I formation. Just
Yeah, just give it to the fullback here. Get Braylon Russell in the game.
Maddox Lasser just wasting away.
look at that, because they're in a goal line. Oh man, you got Posky in, dual running backs.
Oh, he's in.
There you go.
in
Good
there.
play. Good play.
Hard
Good
to-
play.
Walked it in.
All right. So what? Okay. So now what do we want to see? You said if Luke has play.
Yeah, Luke has to the flats.
If they could run something like that again, that'd be kind of cool. Just
They wouldn't
hand it
block
off.
that well again.
Make it T-Slaw. He's Arkansas.
All right, I'm calling it.
Arkansas T-Slaw, yeah.
Yeah. Tesla,
Talon
Tesla.
Talon Green is gonna take a sack here.
That'd be fantastic.
Man. All right. Let's see how this goes.
I don't want it to be over yet.
Well, you're gonna get now. We would go just straight to 2-point conversions after this, right?
That's right.
And Arkansas would start. So
That's right. So yeah, you better have your goal line plays ready,
go.
boys. All right, here we go. For all the marbles. Another overtime. Another overtime.
God, too much time, bro.
Oh, another overtime.
No way.
Told you. I called it.
Of all the things that could happen, he eats the damn football and takes a sack. Just what
sometimes you just gotta
everyone
live to
hates
fight
him
another
for.
down.
Called it.
That was brutal. Yeah, that was brutal. Another Battle Line Rivalry is one for the Tigers in Como.
I need some fries or I'm about to kill
Yeah.
somebody.
Dude, look at that.
Crazy, bro.
300 yards, 85%, 5 touchdowns.
Oh, brother.
Sheesh. That
Yeah,
was
that's tough.
That was suck. Man.
That's as
I'm-
close
that's-
as I've ever been to irritated at one
Yeah,
of
I
these.
know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually a little bit pissed off.
You gotta give you guys a chance, man. Just toss it up there.
Oh, man.
Imagine Arkansas coming all the way back, and that's how it ends.
21-0 to overtime to.
Hayden Short says they'd rush the field. That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Oh, God, man. Hey, wait, I mean, you don't want to lose, but that was entertaining. That was
it
fun.
was entertaining. Outgained him in total
I
offense.
mean, we carried great conversation for three
did.
quarters, and then this
Yeah,
got
then we
very
locked
interesting,
in.
Yep.
man. Yeah.
did not realize
Well done.
Brady Cook was that flawless.
Yeah. Okay, so they said 5 touchdowns. Did he rush for a touchdown? That's
I guess
right, he
ran
did. He
for one.
did.
Yeah, he did.
All right, let's look at Arkansas stats first. Okay, Talon Green. Not bad.
It is going to be funny that we would field so many Talon sucks
Oh,
things on the.
gosh,
You imagine if that
yeah.
was his stat line.
Like, he'd have to
And,
delete his
like,
social media.
301 of them were yards after catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of screen
Dude,
game.
Jaquinton Jackson,
bought out, man.
146 yards. It didn't
I
seem
don't
like he
really
had
see that much.
Yeah.
Only one 20-yard run, too. 93 yards after contact.
7 yards a carry. It's pretty good. Talon Green with a big
18
goose
for
egg.
0. There you
Yeah.
go. Couple broken tackles, though.
Satania was there. R-Dub just had one carry and it was a touchdown. So.
Yeah.
And Ty Washington, of course. Got to remember him.
Sure hands.
Yeah. All right. Jaquinta Jackson, leading receiver.
Yeah, 200 all-purpose, man.
Mm-hmm. Luke has 7 catches. Armstrong, 7 catches. Satania, 5 threes.
Satania MVP by the offense, as always.
Mm-hmm. Just a touchdown getter. That's all he does. Touchdown getter.
Let's see them cakes.
Coot.
10
pancakes.
10 cake game for Coot.
Was it? Didn't someone have like 31 pancakes against Louisiana Tech?
It was something crazy.
Something
and it was
stupid. Was it Carmona, maybe?
It might have been Coot.
Might have been Coot.
Coot. Oh, Coot. So, yeah, Nichols with 8. Braun Carmona has. Always love it when I see, Andrew Armstrong got a pancake.
He's been consistently racking up at least 1 or 2 a game.
He's good for it. Defensive. Man, okay, so leading the way, Steven Dix Jr., tackles. 15 totals. Sorry with 11. Worth, Johnson.
Eric Gregory racks up TFLs like it ain't nobody's business, dude.
You know what's the most unrealistic thing about this game? There was no turnovers. Somebody's turning the ball
Yeah.
over in the snow.
Yeah.
Someone's
sure.
going to. Arkansas not once got to Brady Cook. Not once. So that's not great. But 3 tackles for loss for Landon Jackson as well as Gregory. And, that's pretty rough. Kicking. That field goal. Shipley cost him the game.
I mean,
Shipley cost him the game.
you can't miss a 17-yarder.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Nope. So they cost him the game. 5 punts, 35 yards. It's tough to punt in the snow.
Yeah, apparently. A lot of them went out of bounds.
Yep.
Just can't even beat these idiots in a video game.
Yeah.
It's
And
crazy.
and that's like the most. Wouldn't that be? Is that like the worst type of way to lose a game? Is you like already said, all right, Arkansas's lost, it's fine, but then they bring you back in and you think
Yeah.
you've won it, and then you still end up
I
losing
think weirdly enough,
Yeah.
if
That's the
if the
worst.
game plays out this way, it'll give the fan base a little bit easier time kind of accepting it because it was just a chaotic game where either team
Yeah.
could have won. But man,
Oh, Noel had 100 yards. It didn't seem like he did, but averaging 2.8 yards a carry.
they had to work for him.
37 carries.
I love running my 5'8", 187-pound running back 37 times.
Yeah.
Bell
I
cow.
don't even think Darren McFadden got 37 carries in a game. Burden,
3 tutties.
11 catches, 90 yards. Weeze.
Burden's a St. Louis boy?
Yeah, I think so. I think I remember that. Yeah. Norfleet, was that the guy you talked about? Was
that's what I was trying to figure out.
what'd you call him again?
I called him Norfleet.
Foreskin.
Foreskin. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Not as many pancakes, not as many cakes for the Missouri offensive line here. Defensive. I was trying to see if there was. Oh, that was who it was. Drayden Norwood, because wasn't he the? He's the
damn it.
Arkansas kid. So, what's going on over here?
Bama's beating Houston 45-42.
Oh, wow. And they have a guy named Bauer too.
He's bigger than the other Bauer.
Luke Bauer.
I wonder if he's related to the NIL guy.
Maybe so. That must be it. The NIL guy that's no longer the NIL guy.
Yeah.
So, man, that was unfortunate.
That was unfortunate,
That
but it was
unfortunate.
fun.
It was
glad
fun,
ended up
yeah.
being fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It's fun being here at the Leroy and always watching it. I mean, what better place is there to be than to watch Arkansas lose in overtime?
We've now done a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday stream at the Leroy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they won't open for us for Thanksgiving. It's unreal.
Yeah, no. Can you believe that? They want to like
I
be with
thought
their
we ran this
families and
joint, like-
crap. Yeah, it's like, yeah, just leave the keys. We'll walk up on our way out.
Yeah,
if
come
we
on.
want to. So, but yeah, this was fun. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us.
Suffering with us.
Yeah, suffering with us. Good conversation as well as a good game. All good. It's good Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving week stream. So, again, come out to the Leroy, folks. Open 11/11 each and every day, except for Thanksgiving, of course. They're going to be off for that. But anytime you want to watch a game this Saturday for Arkansas, Missouri, if you want to see if it repeats itself, come out to the Leroy right here on Dixon Street. They got plenty of TVs, plenty of great food, plenty of drinks, and plenty of good times to be had for everybody, you and the family. So we always appreciate us being able to be out here each and every week. And we got plenty of eating to do because I am starving and I'm about to tear down
Yeah,
some
me too,
fries.
man.
So we'll just end it there. For Curtis Wilkerson, Andrew Ellis, I'm John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel. We'll see you on Inside Arkansas Live tomorrow at noon. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. See you then.